Hey, over there. Hey, excuse me.
Skip.
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
Is water wet?
No, when it touches something.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
not wet.
Bro,
Let me
he
tell
made
you
a
how
perfect
water
video.
not
He
wet.
said, he's
Hold
listen,
on.
no, let me talk.
No, let me.
Beautiful morning, yeah, the sun on my morning, babe. Nothing in the water.
Your hand,
It's not wet.
Like wrinkly,
It's
right?
not wet. It's not wet.
Yes,
it's
it
not
is.
wet.
Because if you put your hand on the fire,
Listen.
it's hot.
Just
it's
listen.
about to be hot. You go outside, you do like this a couple times. Your
Water
hand
is
dry.
not
Your
wet.
air is dry.
No, it's not. You said water wet.
No, bro, I don't care. Wait,
Hey,
bro.
I'm finna break it down to you. I'm finna tell y'all how it's not wet. Let me break it
You
down.
come here.
Listen.
Water is wet.
Let me tell you how it's not. Listen, y'all listen. Bro, we gotta go over there. I'm trying to tell y'all how water not wet. Hold on. Just be quiet.
I just want to hear this.
Just be quiet. Okay. Just be quiet. Let's get fair. Wet is the description of water. When you put something in water, it's not wet. It's submerged in the water.
Oh my
When you
God,
take it
bro.
out, now it's wet.
If you leave your
water
hand in
is
water,
not
if you
wet.
leave your hand in water, your hand's gonna shrivel.
That's the
It's
description
wet.
of
It's
water.
still wet. Because
Bro,
that's
when you put something in water, it's submerged in water.
That's like saying,
Okay, but
that's like saying
that's-
fire,
that's-
fire
not
not hot.
wet.
The object that's submerged in water, you're not saying water itself. You're
Exactly,
saying the
water
thing
isn't
that's-
wet.
The thing that's in the water is not wet.
No, the thing in the water is wet when you
what-
take it
Oh
out.
my God.
Water is not
That's
wet.
just like saying
Wet.
fire
What
is
is
not
wet?
hot.
Wet is the description of water.
Okay,
Oh
it's
my
describing water.
Jesus.
Water is wet when
Water
you're
is
describing
not
water.
wet because no, water is not
Okay,
wet.
I'm going to describe water. Water is blue.
The fuck?
How can water be wet?
It's not.
Water not blue.
I know. I'm just using
it's not. It's not.
What do you mean
Calm
by
down.
describing
Calm down.
water?
Because like okay, you use hot to describe fire. You
Right,
use
because-
wet. You use wet to describe water. You use all types of stuff to describe these things, but they're
What
not
you think,
that.
man?
That's just the
Fire's
description of
hot.
it.
Fire
Fire.
has a high temperature. It's hot.
Googled it and it totally says exactly what she's saying.
Exactly. Water is not
Water
fucking
is
wet.
wet, bro.
Bro, when you put something in water, bro, it's submerged.
Water is
not wet. Wet is the description
But
of water.
water is not submerged though, because it's not submerged in itself.
Bro, water is
Exactly, so
it's not
water
wet,
itself
bro.
is not wet.
It's
I know
not
you,
wet.
What you keep saying is that the thing you say something submerged in water. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about water.
So water itself is not wet. No, it's not. Water can't get wet because it's already water.
Right, water is
What I'm saying, all right, this is how I define wet. This is how I define wet. Wet is
Right.
it has water on it. It's got
Bro, no. Hot is the description
So
of
what is
fire.
fire?
Why you gotta be so
So what is
loud?
fire?
So you're telling me if I gotta light it up?
Wait, how is fire not hot?
Thank you.
Bro, first of all,
Okay,
you
okay,
can't
okay.
put them two together.
It's air dry. It's air dry.
It's
air dry?
No, air can be wet actually. Never mind. Honestly, air can be wet because if it mixed up in the water,
That air can be wet.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
water in it. Okay.
I agree with
It's
her.
water in the air. I'm gonna let you leave it as this. Stop.
well,
Water is wet. Boom. We out.
no, water is not
Yes,
fucking
it
wet.
is.
Bro, Google it.
Get out my face, man. Like you out. You know what? What's that?
But pull this ice out. What is it?
It's wet to me.
But put it back in. What is it?
Damn fucking wet.
It's submerged, you
It's
dumb
submerged.
fuck.
But it's still wet though.
Okay.
The whole conversation over.
Look at your hand. Is your hand wet or not?
Yeah, my hand was wet.
That's
I
because
put it in and I
it's
took it
fucking-
out.
Bro, that's
I
because
leave it in.
not
If you leave it
water.
in,
All right.
Or I take it out.
This
it's
argument-
wet.
Leave it in.
Okay,
It's not
guys.
All right.
What's gonna happen to your hand if you leave it in water?
This argument
Alright.
is not going to
You ever
get
miss
anywhere
women,
because
right?
you don't have a point of agreement. All right, what's
You're not
happening
waiting till you
is
get
that
out of it.
you're
Bro, I'm
saying
not a fucking
you're
headache.
trying to say
I'm not.
okay. He's saying water's wet in the same way that fire's hot, but you're saying that water is not wet in the same way that fire is not hot.
The fuck?
So you can't argue based off of something that you both don't agree on. You both have to find a definition of wet
Okay,
that you
I got a
both
question.
agree on.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Bro, I just started this argument, bro. This whole argument.
That bitch is submerged.
They start asking random people questions.
Bro, water is water. Either way, outer space is water. And earth is water.
We're not
It's
arguing.
just water.
We're not saying it's not water. We're saying that it's wet.
It's not wet. It's not. You can't walk up to me and say, that water wet.
Quick question.
Who the fuck says that?
Listen.
Bro.
I get a couple.
We don't
water,
say
right?
it because it's obvious.
Listen. Listen.
No, who said that?
Listen.
Bro, I'm about to end his fucking career.
See him holding onto his knee, and down.
Get some water.
Let me break this
Is
down.
water wet?
Let me break this down.
What is the adjective to describe water?
Thank you.
Excuse me, sir.
So water
Is water wet?
is interchangeable with wet.
Is it wet?
Is water wet?
Yes, it is.
Why do you say that?
Well, if you have a surface like you're standing on, it's dry. When you put water in, water is like liquid. Water is also a conductor of electricity.
Right, so water is wet. Thank you.
Just like somebody might say, you look at him and say, dang,
But how you know
your
your
ass.
hand wet
Soon
when
as
it's in the
you
water?
How do you know it?
Yeah, how you know your hand wet when it's in the water?
What you mean? How you know it?
How do
put
you
it
know?
in water.
But okay,
Can you feel the wetness?
you can feel it.
But
like-
your hand gonna get wrinkly. You can be able to.
Can you feel the wetness though?
Yes, bro. Your hand gonna get wrinkly, bro.
So if your hand is in water, you can feel the water.
Yeah, you can't. So you can't feel water.
Not if your hand is in the water.
They're actually calling on you guys too.
Okay.
How come it's not?
Because the thing that submerges water is wet. Wet is the description of water.
Can't touch water
is not
because
wet.
one ocean
You
can't flow
come
into
me and say
another ocean.
That water
So what's your point?
wet.
Okay.
Nobody says
So
nobody
it's
said, oh,
still water.
It's-
Touching water doesn't matter
You
if you're
naturally
next.
think it's wet because
Okay.
it makes
Still
things-
water.
It's still
wet.
fucking water.
That's a pretty good point.
What's good, Mr. Marty?
Good.
How you been?
Good. What's going on?
Nothing much. I got a question for you. Is water wet?
No. Water makes things wet.
Thank you. I agree. Now can
Wait,
you
what?
Can you explain?
That don't even make sense.
Yes, it does.
So it makes things wet, but not wet itself.
Right.
Yeah, because it can't wet itself. Because if it wet itself, it'd already be wet.
Thank you.
It's
It's not wet. Even Google says it's not
No.
wet.
See, listen.
People can put
If,
stuff on
no.
Google.
Water is water. Remember that.
but it's not wet.
No. Water makes things wet.
Thank you.
That's like saying, am I fat?
Now you know you fat.
It's all in your perspective.
Put your hand
In water.
in water.
Yeah, you
Is
put
it
your
wet?
hand in a chemical.
Is it wet?
that makes your hand feel wet.
But if you leave your hand in water, is your hand wet?
Yeah. Because it's in water that makes things wet. That's why, no. Water causes things to become wet.
It causes things to become what it is.
No.
Yes.
What? Wet.
It makes that box wet. That's what we
Exact-
just said.
But water
because
is
water
wet.
is wet.
No.
Yes.
No. Rain comes down in multiple forms, right?
No.
Yeah, it does.
That's a far.
Rain comes down in ice. It comes down in snow.
No, that's the ice storm. That ain't right.
Right.
But it's created by what?
Water.
No, water high in the atmosphere, right? So, when it hits the ground, it's either gonna be snow, it's either gonna be ice,
So snow.
or guess what's gonna be down there?
A puddle.
The ground's gonna be wet.
But snow is wet.
Only when it does what?
It's
When
wet.
it melt.
So you saying if I have clothes on and I jump into snow
Snow is crystallized water in the form of flakes.
and it makes your clothes
Today
wet.
snow is more like plastic. That's another.
So
another
snow
argument.
does not become wet until it meets something that it melts on and causes it to become wet.
So you saying it
No,
causes things to be wet,
it's
but
wet
it's not wet
anyway.
itself.
No, snowflakes are not wet.
So-
Because if the snowflakes was wet, Randall, it wouldn't be snow, it'd be rain.
So you
Well, that's
saying
because the temperature makes it ice.
So then it's not wet.
So
It's
you-
frozen water. Frozen water cannot be wet. It's frozen.
To be continued.
What's up, everybody? I just want to say thanks for watching that video. Please comment if you think water is wet or not. This right here is a new segment I'm gonna be doing after all my videos called Kurt's Conclusion. Basically, I'm gonna just give you a little feedback, my feedback on what went through the video, how I feel about the video. Basically, my opinion on if water is wet or not. I didn't believe that water was wet, but just listening to the argument, the debate, everybody's opinions, now my brain is just like, you know, So I really can't choose a side, but as of now, I'm gonna roll with what Google says. Google says water is not wet, so I'm gonna say water is not wet. If you agree, if you disagree, once again, just drop a comment, let me know.